Sing the song. No? Alright. I thought he's gonna be like, oh, cucumbers, and that sort of thing. Here we are. Just blows you away, doesn't it? But there's more, of course. Try out our tube rentals, delicious drinks, and definitely make sure you don't skip out on the world-class views. Just one rule to keep in mind. Do not, and I repeat, do not, eat a filled sandwich around Mulberry. I still haven't mentally recovered from what happened last time. Oh, almost forgot. Let me snap a pic so we can cherish this moment forever. Everybody say fuzzy pickles! That's a cute picture. Ahoy, matey! Welcome to the newest and most swelteringly coolest island destination lying centrally between the Muskmelon Sea. Yes, it is I, gracing your presence before you, Mulberry the Goldfish, wanderer of the seas, defender of the guppies, challenger of the eels. With my newly acquired business license, I've decided to expand onto real estate. Take a look around, and don't forget to check out our world-class views. Oats. Okay, so we still have quests. That's fine. That's good. You're not one of them. Man, I have no idea what's going on. What are you doing? Huh? Spying on hot chicks? Would I do something so perverse? I was just looking at Kitten King's castle, that's all. Look through the binoculars and see for yourself. Yeah, you see, if it was set to like the maximum lewd, then you'd be able to see the girl undressing. Susan Ham! As I watched the sunset, I had a lot on my mind. Am I getting any closer to finding Gary? I wondered. I knew that Richard Ham, whoever he was somehow involved. And at that moment, following Susan Ham was my only lead. That was a reference to Leisure Suit Larry 3, incidentally. At the start of the game, if you look through the binoculars, there's a sexy lady and you get like 5 points for doing it. Can you believe this Star Ham guy? Thinks he can stay after hours just because he's Mr. Big Shot. So this is what you can do to Hamstar. Break his spirit and soul. You know, my vocal coach also did not believe in me. He told me that I have the voice of a baboon. With the power of technology, I was able to change my voice and fulfill my dream of becoming Europe's biggest pop star. I don't know where this accent is going. All over the place is the answer. Now all is lost. No one in the world could possibly love one such as I. And now I feel myself start to cry. The image of you fading away. Here I am, calling to you, Bay. 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 Hey, shut that racket off! He doesn't like it, that pandaman. Oh no, that is an intentionally bad accent. Don't worry, Empirical Woodland, that's fine. The remains of a once great sand empire. Ahoy, honeydew! I was just doing a few laps, thinking about my parents. Not the dolphins who raised me, but my actual parents who gave birth to me, you know? I don't know the full story, but apparently they dropped me in the water when I was just a baby. Do you think they're out there somewhere, wondering what happened to me? Oh, sorry, you probably want to head back, huh? Alright, let me go grab the boat. Journey doesn't end until you're back on dry land. You hear me? $ player name. Like, I don't mind taking Captain's cruises, but sometimes I wish he didn't sing 2 verses both ways. I get it, fella. Stop it. Help! Help! That crab's gonna pinch me! I can't get pinched, or I'll die! For the love of God, do something! You saved my life! The crab was 10 seconds away from pinching my nose clean off! But I'm not safe yet. I still need to make it through the woods, and it's dark and full of freaky frogs. Will you walk back into town with me? Yes! This pool floaty will protect my fragile body from danger, and you shall protect me from myself? Now there's RPG combat? Beep Salt, help me! I saw who did it. It was a big old mole. Gobbled them shrooms right up. Of course, what do I know? I'm just an old crow. I thought about saying this, but then I thought, man, I'm just gonna super date myself, but I've stood here for long enough and explained the setup that I'm going to have to do it now. Are the 3 of you going to try and sell me some beer? Say, little bunny is interrupting our beautiful song. Am I alright, boys? I'd say you were as right as rain, brother. Interrupting a fraud song is an utterly inexcusable act. Utterly inexcusable. Uh-oh. I'm getting a little upset here, fellas. I feel a deep croak rising up in my belly. Only one thing I can do. And a 1. And a 2. And a... Thanks for walking with me. I can take it from here. Why do you look so concerned? It's just a graveyard. What do I look like? Some kind of scaredy hog baby? Ah! Don't hurt me! Ah, rats! You scared the wrong kid. Hey, you! You see Ham Ghost Jr., you tell him I'm looking for him, okay? You need to teach him a lesson he'll never forget. Yo! We need to talk! Now! So, what were you and Vagabond Mouse talking about? How do you know the Cavity Crew? Are you their newest member? Why did they let you into their gang and not me? Where'd you show up from all of a sudden anyway? Did they make you go through initiation? Did you get a tattoo? Come on. Let me join the Cavity Crew too, please. This has been my ultimate lifelong dream ever since I was a baby ghost. So you see, you just gotta let me join. I've got all these dope skills and talents, dude. Like, spying on people, walking through walls, and of course, the patented Hamgo switcheroo. It's like a really cool and powerful technique that's been passed down through generations. My dad taught it to me before he ascended to the afterlife, and only ghosts can learn it, so don't even bother trying to figure out how it works. Walking through walls, you say? Yep, I can even walk through doorways, but guess that's not as impressive. Even castle walls? Castle walls? Easy. Oh, I get it. This is our first super secret snooping mission as members of the Cavity Crew. I won't let you down, Lieutenant. You lead the way. I bet you guys wouldn't be so tough about being interrupted with a ghost. Is that a little baby hedgehog in a floaty tube? Is this the wall? Do I send it through that? Well, apparently not. Okay. Check this out. Boo. Let us in. Help. There's a horrifying, sinister, scary ghost out here. I don't think anyone could hear us. It's every kid for himself. Are you completely mad? Why are you not fleeing for your very life? Run! Run, I tell you! Yeah, you better run if you know what's good for you. Okay, now you just stand right there and watch me. I dare you to say this isn't cool. Make sure you're watching! Ooh. Ham Ghost Jr.'s done it again, folks! Dad, are you watching from up there? You're proud of me, right? So, you want to know what happened in there? Well, make yourself comfortable as I weave a tale that will blow your mind. So there I was, inside the Kitten King's castle, undetected, like a cobra about to strike. Suddenly, one of the guards spotted me. I didn't scream or cry. I readied my fist to fight. Yeah, I was about to bust out the Phantom Puncher on him. But turned out he was just pointing at the Kitten King because he had a piece of cat food stuck in his teeth. Then Mrs. Ham came barging into the room. She looked pretty angry. Kind of forget why she was angry though. Let's see. She said something about Richard Ham and a secret folder, and the king was like, where was I again? Mrs. Ham started reading off all these pieces of paper and screamed, I'll make sure they find out you rigged it, so tell me what you did with my darling husband. Oh, something like that. So the king told her where Mr. Ham went. Yeah, so it turns out he's been hiding up in the... Hey, wait a second. Why do I get the feeling we're not really on official Gravity Group business? There's no way they cast so much for something as boring as this. It should be on a heist, or high-speed car chase or something. Have you been lying to me? Are you trying to get me to haunt you until the end of time? That is the little... That's the goblin doing a dance from Homestar Runner. That's what that is. Did you forget that I'm a ghost? Okay, I'll forgive you. Under one condition. You talk to Thievery Snake and make her give me a real mission. Or else! Gnome Depot. I love those ads. Like, I've seen those. People do mock-ups for, like, you just go down to D&D warehouse and buy, like, tools that are enchanted. Don't forget to talk to the Cavity Crew for me. Thanks, I was too busy talking about Gnome Depot, and I may not have forgotten that, but that's okay. Oh. Almighty Ham Ghost, where are you? Please send me a sign, anything. I know you're listening. Maybe everybody's just gone to bed because it's late at night. Amstar's always getting himself into messes like this. There's no way we can pay off the press like last time. Everyone saw him for what he truly is. Sad, sorry excuse for a ham. So, anyone here from Bug City? Boo! Bug City sucks. Yeah, so I was in Buck City the other day, and, you know, people over there are really different. Like, for example, people here in Hogtown say, "Get off the stage!" Well, yeah, they do say that sometimes. So yeah, I was walking down the street in Buck City, like I was saying, and this guy came up to me, and he was like, "Hey, man," and then I was like, "Hey, you're right, that never happened." You're right, I made the whole thing up. But I did it for the sake of comedy. Is that really so wrong? I would do anything for my fans. If that's a crime, well, then I say lock me up and throw away the key. Alright, clearly it's up to me to salvage this. Okay, Hedgehog, check this out. I woke up this morning, and I accidentally took all of my cat's medication. Don't ask me how. Is this an audience or a sprite sheet? Come on now. Look at these little snuggly cats. That's adorable. I thought that was pretty good, Empirical Woodland. Thank you very much. Oh, Honeydew. It's getting late. Have you had any luck tracking down Gary? That's unfortunate. It might be time to call it a night then. We wouldn't want you running around in the cold. Would you stay for a cup of tea? Always, yes! Now this is some good Earl Grey tea, brewed by my beautiful and intelligent kitten darling. The trick to puns, and I touched on this before, the trick to puns, you must always accept that there are no good puns. Every pun is terrible. And when you know that, there are... You come to realize that all puns are good because they are all terrible. Is this Lisa? Is that what this is? Alright, Norman, enough nonsense. Take a bath, now. It's not my name. It's Big Daddy. Well, either way, you're getting in that bathtub. Never take a bath. It smells great already. Norman, don't make me come up there. I'll come up there. I'm not gonna take a bath. I like to stink. Makes me look tough. The water is cold. A rubber ducky wearing tiny sunglasses. I could make a stream out of that. If you don't smell at least a little bit bad, no one's gonna take you seriously. It's a rough world out there, but I'm rougher. There's a sign that says no trespassing. That means you, Captain Hamley. I was gonna go in anyway, because Captain Hamley's not here. Hey! Missing the best part! There's a new episode of Are You Smarter Than a Hamster? Didn't you know that? Who are you anyways? You always barging in other people's homes like this? I don't care if you're a friend of Norman's. I want you out! I appreciate that we have now been booted out of 2 separate buildings. Don't forget to talk to the Cavity Crew for me! I'm trying to find them! Did they go back to jail? Are they just sleeping in jail? This cheap wall. It's the 5th time this year I've had to patch it. You, my dear, have a most unusual aura. Yes, it is very dreadful. The crystal ball is telling me all your dreams will come true this month. Hey, come on, you dumb ball. I mean, you will have bad luck. Very, very bad luck. Care for a reading? I see. You are the most handsome raccoon kissing in the moonlight. Oh, what's this? There's a diamond ring on your finger. How lovely. Oh wow, I see you getting a raise. Except, your boss is a porcupine, and he's making you pick up dollar bills that are stuck on his quills. You're taking the money, but yelling youch every time you prick your fingers. I foresee a very short-lived gym membership in your future. That's okay, though. I see here that you'll find ways to work out that don't include running on a boring old hamster wheel. No offense to hamsters, of course. Oh, yeah, I bet if I go back to the hole over here, then I can talk to the gang and say, hey, we need to let Ham Ghost join the squad. There you go. Make it stop. Haha, keep it coming, pop star. No, I can't stand cheap cents. Good thing you're here. This is the mayor's son. Dumb little guy, ain't he? Well, his dad's even dumber. Like, we've been calling him all day, but he's too senile to even notice his own son's missing. How do you like that, Reginald? Someone help! That was a hideous sound! Game, oh my god! We really need the ransom money to pay for a little getaway trip. But the thing is, East Hogtown ain't too safe for us wanted criminals right now. So why don't you go in our place? Here, take this. Mayor Hogsworth should be in his office in Town Hall. When he sees that we have his yo-yo, I'm sure he'll realize something else is missing too. And don't try anything funny. I've seen your stand-up. Man, this kid is annoying. This is why we never do kidnappings. Oh, okay. I guess we got distracted with side quests. I'll talk to you about the ghost in a second. Don't worry about it. I'm Ghost Jr. wants to join the Cavity crew. I have to talk to Thievery Snake about that. I don't think it's gonna go over too well. Oh, well there you go. And I know the general rule is that I pun you boo, but also, surely there are some points when you have to admit, alright Andy, that was a pretty good pun. I had a bit of a sensible chuckle at that. You can't hate all of them now, can you? A lone star twinkles in the night sky. How beautiful. Oh wait, that's just a satellite. Yes? I'll be with you in one moment. Mrs. Hogson! Mrs. Hogson! For the point of character and keeping kayfabe, you can. Alright. Yes, Mayor? Mrs. Oh, there you are. It's about my yo-yo. Have you gotten any leads? No, sir. I've asked everyone at the retirement home, and no one has seen it in weeks. This is more serious than I previously imagined. We'll have to put out a bounty on that yo-yo's safe return. Issue a special mayor's bulletin alerting the townfolk that anyone who returns my missing yo-yo will be given a great reward. Mayor's bowling pins? I'll see what I can do. Now, what can I... Wait just a moment. Is that my yo-yo? Where did you find it? Ah, Reginald had it, huh? I trust he's doing well these days. The kid's been napping, you say? Well, that would explain why I haven't seen him in a while. You know, he really does take after his father. Why, that reminds me of the time when... Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. Oh! God! Sorry, chat, I have been flashbanged. It was a crisp autumn morning during my time as a student at Hogtown University. I had been napping on a bench all morning. Suddenly I awoke, remembered I had somewhere to be that day. I was to compete in the first annual Hogtown Worldwide Yo-Yo Championship competition. I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. In fact, they say I was born with a silver yo-yo in my paw. And then... well, I'm awake. Now, let's see. Oh yes, you brought my precious yo-yo back safe and sound. I'll just have to think of a suitable reward. Here's a key to the city. They told me to stop handing these out, but I'm the mayor of this town. I'll stop handing out keys to the city when I'm dead. I thought that was a code on there. It looks like it just says hog. Now, where was that padlock? Oh. Cavity crew coming through. It's the Cavity crew. We don't eat like you. We eat sweets and juice and all our teeth is loose. So, did you get the reward money? What do you mean Hogsworth still doesn't care? Hey, that kid, your old man can't even tell you're missing. What a sad state of affairs. I'm sure he cares. You just stay out of this, Mambo. Yes, ma'am. Wait a sec, what are you holding? Big dumb key? I bet you Lily knows what this is. Hey, come check this thing out, Lily. Oh, that's... let me just... Lily, wait! Ah, whatever, I guess this whole mission was a bust. But still, running off by herself again after what happened this morning. Gonna need to have a talk with her one of these days. Psst, don't forget to talk about our agreement. Huh? You say something? You want me to let that little ghost brat join the crew? Oh wait, he already thinks he's an official member. Great, it's great. Looks like your legs are gonna be broken after all. Hold on, Tiff. Don't we need them for our next plan? You know, the one with the faces and removing them and making a hit motion picture? I swear to God, how do I keep getting caught up in these situations? Listen up. Tell that dumb freak to go find us the, golden lockpick. Nice one. Yeah, if you can retrieve the golden lockpick, then I'll consider him a real member of my crew. Oh, you're the guy. Okay. That's the kidnapped one, like hiding in the barrel. Oh, there you are. So, did you tell Thievery Snake how cool and smart and talented and special I am, and that I'm ready for my first big assignment? What? Golden lockpick? The one used by legendary Master Thief Scoundrel S-Hound? That golden lockpick? Honeydew, you know with that, I'll be basically unstoppable, right? But where am I gonna find that? That's gotta be around here somewhere. By tomorrow morning, the world shall know me as... the fearless bandit Shadow King Ham Ghost Jr. You're looking at me like you want something? Hey, I'm just a kid. I don't really have any taxes or coupons or whatever you old people like to play with. Oh, right! Oops, I forgot you wanted to know where the Kitten King said Richard Ham was hiding. He's hiding in, Montana. No, that's not it. A mouse hole? No, wait. His mom's house. No. It's the mountains. Richard Ham is up in the mountains. Well, that's it. Yep, Richard Ham is definitely up in the mountains, most likely. Just trust me, okay? I'm like your only lead. I wanted to do that, actually. Thanks. There we go. Alright, how do we get to the mountains? Train station, maybe? Yes, we've done that. These ropes are a little tight. Oh. I'll loosen those up a bit for you, buddy. I'm free! Ambo, you idiot! Why did you untie him? I didn't mean to. I was just trying to loosen the ropes a little. Oh well, there's plenty more rich people around here for us to kidnap. Yeah, kidnapping's pretty cool, I guess. Hey, Honeydew, how'd you like my new song? Be honest with me, it's the best, right? I knew you'd think so. Well, that's not how we get to the mountains. Oh yeah, that was it. I was gonna find out... See if I can remember where that locked door was, and see if I could, use the giant key that I have to unlock it. Sloppily written graffiti that says Big Daddy. An empty trash can. Not even a sandwich. Sad times. You've come at the perfect time. I was just reminiscing on the days of my youth, with no one to tell my stories to. Now come a little closer. A little closer. Sorry, I was chewing on some raw garlic earlier. You know what they say, raw garlic each day keeps the ladies away. Wait, that's not it. Yeah, anyways, what was I saying? And who are you? The doctor says I should stop letting random people into my house. Darla! Oh, where is that girl? I don't know, probably crying because he let What's-Her-Face take a violin. My violin. What am I gonna do without it? Hey doll, it's me again. So, you know that new tag I was working on? I finished it. So yeah. Also, I've been working on a sick drum solo. Maybe you can swing by sometime. Check it out. Hello, Darla? You there? That was a pretty terrible prank call, I got to say. Well... let's head back to the mayor's house. Because if his son is free, then maybe there'll be something to talk about. Criminal! Criminal! Dad, that's one of the criminals who kidnapped me! Reginald, please, settle down. You can't just go around accusing people of being cannibals without any evidence. But Dad, you never listen. I'm running away from home. I'm never coming back. That son of mine has such an imagination. It must be because of all his computer games and whatnot. Say, are you one of Reginald's friends? I'm so happy to hear that. The boy has never been good at making friends. It's because he peed the carpet. Look at it. You gonna clean that up? Okay, so can I bother you? Some people really have no sense of privacy, right? Just go around eavesdropping all day long. Yeah, can't they just go home and watch TV for entertainment? Who do I look like, Bob or Walrus or something? That one's kind of locked because all the lights are off. Yep, we've done that one. Oh, nice! Your boy took over the cheese cult. Alright, everyone, saw that cheese. Yes, this is great. I've always wanted to lead a cult. Same, dude. Oh yeah, no, the holy text definitely says you need to give all your money to me, and I'm not lying. You see? So get on that. Some cat with a big bandana on just knocked me right over. She made me spill my bag of bug seed. Now what am I gonna feed Anthony? Really? You just wanna know which direction she went? You don't care about me at all? No one cares about me. I'm like bug seed. I don't deserve this. I'm just standing here playing with my cute dragonfly. Oh, don't mention that last part of Anthony if you see him around. Leave me be. I need to reflect on my life choices. Okay, so we go find Lily again. She's run off with a key, and when we find her, that will be the solution towards moving things forwards. Someone ate all my mushrooms! Who could be evil enough to eat all the little babies I was guarding? They're not for eating, they're for loving. I only stepped in the woods for 1 second to pee, and when I came back, they were gone. My mushrooms! My beautiful squishy babies! Okay. I just spent my entire life savings to take that apple bite out of court. What good did that do? That freaking mole not only faked his own death to get our trial dismissed, now he's suing me for defamation of character. He's gonna take every last penny I've got. Oh, what am I gonna do? It's totally fruitless, I tell you. Fruitless! Boo! It was way better when I did it. So yeah, actually, which way did Lily go? I'm assuming she went off into the woods, because if she body checked the hedgehog, then she would be over in this direction somewhere. Get out of here. Wait, mountains? The mountains aren't this way, the castle's this way. I get it. I knew it! I knew that's what that key would do! Interesting. Well, this changes everything. Who would have thought the king was... I'm just gonna pause to hydrate. There's a lot of words in this game. Man, not like that Castlevania where it's all voiced for me. What did... Oh, of course it's you again. Mad I stole your key? Yeah, sorry, but it's just so easy. I mean, you hold everything so loosely? Here, shake my paw. Oh, you got carpool tunnel or something? Anyways, what do you want now? You gotta extract more information from me? The mountains? Cool. Guess you see me as your personal tour guide. Ugh, the mountains are north of here, right past this fence. Did you pay any attention in geometry class? Well, I got what I need, so I'm gonna skedaddle. There you are. Don't you know how sick I am of chasing after you all the time? You can't just go running off whenever you feel like it. You could have gotten into trouble again. And we wouldn't be there to help you. Why can't I need you guys to rescue me? I know what I'm doing. Listen, Lily. We are a team. But you only ever think about yourself. Maybe you just don't belong with the cavity crew. Maybe I don't want to be a part of your stupid crew anyway. I'm through with this. She's always like this. But I'm not chasing after her. Lily's not like the rest of us, you know. For us, Cavity Crew is all we got. Lily's so stubborn, she threw it all away. I can tell you what I know if you care that much. See, Lily has this brother, kind of a rebellious type. One day, her brother gets into some trouble with the law. Spends a couple of days in jail for melon possession, till his parents come and get him. Now, their parents are important people, lawyers or something. So the kid reflects poorly on them, and they decide to kick him out of the house. He's also nude, and they're not, and I feel like that would be a contributing factor to this whole thing. But Lily loves her brother, and hates her parents for it. Even more, her brother insists he's innocent, that he was set up by the cops. She feels totally betrayed by her parents, so she decides to run away, move in with her brother. But he probably didn't want his kid sister bugging him, because she ended up wandering the streets with no place to go. And that's when we found her. Ah, shoot. I guess someone should go see if she's alright. Cool, I'm gonna go this way. So many melons. The Kitten King is hiding all this? No trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted. Property of Kitten King. No trespassing. Huh? Must have been the wind. No trespassing. Don't you read the other two signs? Also, thank you for the hydrate mute. That, yes, I will do just that. Hey! What's going on up there? Oh. My microwave mac and cheese is ready. Piping hot. There's a lever to ride the gondola. Pull it? Hell yeah! I'm a talking lever, by the way. Yeah, bet you never seen one of these, have you? You surprised? Shocked? Amused? Sorry for questioning you so much. It just gets kind of lonely up here. No one ever comes to visit me. Ah, you must hate me. Sure, you got more important places to be. Just go ahead and leave already. What is this bass guitar doing? Going on a journey through time and space is what it's doing. Yo! Hello! Come here, come here! Pythagoras penguin. Hell yeah. Slip, slip, slip. Waddle, waddle. Wake up, fish. Breakfast is ready. That's a lovely sound. I love the sound of, like, ready stew and soup, you know? It's a snow shovel. Hearty chowder, pickled eel, and peeled pickles. You don't get too many travelers passing through these parts. In fact, we moved here just for that reason after what happened. It's better this way. Who goes there? It's been so long since anyone has noticed me. No, do not lay your eyes upon me, for I am but a useless old man. No longer needed in this world. I will live out my cruel fate in solitude. For I am the bear who lost everything. Now be gone, for all those who cross my path are forever plagued by a great sorrow. Years ago, in a distant past, I was quite different. I was helpful, and others called upon me in times of need. I had many possessions, and people would bring their worldly goods and desires, and entrust me with their safekeeping. Back then, I was known as the bear who saves everything. But what am I now? A shadow of my former self. Leave me be, and I will retreat back into the darkness. Are you an actual snowman? Oh, my anyway? Tough luck. I happen to enjoy standing in the spot, so why don't you just buzz off? What are you gonna do about it? Hit me over there with a shovel? Bitch, I might. Gimme that shovel. Ah. That was my plan. Actually hit him over the head with a shovel. Susan, baby! What are you doing up here? What the? How could you run off without saying anything? I was just trying to protect you, babe. What the hell would you know about that? I can't take this anymore. It's time you make a decision, Richard. Oh, what are you talking about, huh? Richard, I'm pregnant. I'm gonna be a father? Not so fast, Rich. If you think I'm gonna raise our child in a household of crime, you got another thing coming. Oh, Susan, why didn't you say something sooner? I'll call up the old Kitten King right now and tell him I quit. Huh? Melon's back. Huh? What are you, a wise guy or something? Can't you see I'm trying to talk to my beautiful wife here? How do you know Gary? Gary? What kind of a stupid name was that? Oh, must have been a shipment for me. Look, I don't usually learn the names of species of the folks I deal with. That's just business. Richard, what did we just talk about? About this business of yours? Right. No sense in worrying about that anymore. So, Kitten King's got a second cabin up here in the mountains. For use by our associates. If this Gary is working with a Kitten King, you might want to check that out. That's all I got for you. Why should I tell you? I know nothing about no Melon farm. Whoa! It's all of the documentation. Alright, fine. You gonna twist my arm? King's growing melons to help him with the election. Come on, you don't get it? If everyone in town's hooked on melons, we're gonna vote for him to legalize them, right? The extra cash flow don't hurt his campaign neither. Guess I'll be finding another source of income now. Hey, maybe I'll get the old band back together. What do you think, Susan? Do you really mean it, Richard? You'll become an honest ham? Of course I mean it. You'd better, or else I'll just have to go and find a better man to be the father to my babies. Come on, don't be like that. Okay, so this game is not the demons asterisk yet, but it's going in directions. What is happening? A snow shovel. I should ask if I can borrow it. Yep, I prefer this sort of solitary life. Got used to it when I was a fisherman. My fishing days, so I lost this toe, you know. Biggest fish you ever seen, but it clean off. That didn't stop my loving the sea. Tell him, honey. Tell him how big that son of a gun was. Sure, Sydney. Still, sea never lost its charms for this old man. Sorry about my devore, you know. Prettier than the shiny seashell on the shore. Tougher, too. Sailed out to sea every night. Even took our little boy out there with us. Till that night when... Honey, is that stew ready yet? Well, let's just say after that incident, we moved as far away from the sea as we could. Oh, don't listen to those tall tales. He always acts up like this when we get company. Isn't that right, Sid? What's that? Need to borrow a shovel? Don't look at me. It's up to Mama. Fine, the shovel's yours. But how about you bring us some salt first? Then I'll let you use it. We just ran out. Salt's important, you know. Build strong bones, they say. You're thinking of milk. This photo. That nose. Those eyes. It can't be. Sydney, look, it's... I didn't step on you, did I? Oh, sorry about that. Why, it's our son. He's still alive. We're getting the family back together. They found their boy. Oh, everything's coming up, dogs. Oh, am I in your way? Tough luck. Yeah, but I enjoy standing in this spot. So I just buzz off. Hey, do it. Hit me over there with a shovel? Whoa, whoa, whoa. No need to get violent. Jeez, it's scary, you know that? It's got a shiver down my spine. Can't see anything. Someone here? Honeydew, you've made it! How did you find me here? You must have been following all the same clues I've been following. Sorry I never showed up. I just got a bit sidetracked. See, I've been doing some investigating on behalf of Eglantine Industries. That's what I wanted to talk to you all about. I think somebody's been stealing seeds from the factory and smuggling them into Hogtown. The police traced it back to Eglantine Industries, the company be in big trouble. So I've been tracking down this thief so I can put an end to all this. You shouldn't get involved. It's too dangerous. But if you really insist, I have a hunch about where the thief ran off to. It's this way. You go ahead, and I'll follow right behind you. I don't know if I trust you, Gary. I think it's you, and this is the double cross. Yeah, see? I told you. Hello? Yes, sir. No, there wasn't any trouble. Job's almost done. Yes, right away, sir. Don't worry, honeydew. This'll all be over soon. Where am I? I don't know, but I do appear to be in control. Ah, there we go. The bitrate disliked that. And probably continues to dislike this. Wow, sorry guys. Here lies Honeydew. It's me. The real me. Am I dead? Hmm? Don't you know already? No, it can't be. I have to get back. You really don't get it, do you? Come here. Man, I was watching one of Quick Draw's streams, and he was playing some Final Fantasy VI, and his character got poisoned, and it does the thing where it like pixelates the screen every couple steps, and just concrete martini. It was chugging that hard, right? No, did not like it. You! This is all your fault. You're just a rotten thief. I hate you. I hate you. It's your fault, isn't it? Just admit it. Okay, so I'm to blame. Where was everyone else? Why didn't anyone help me? But they did. Alright. This has gone in a direction. Janet, why don't I just stay at my office and do my work? That wouldn't have made any difference. But I'd be safe now, right? Right? Man, this game is more Yume Nikki than the Yume Nikki remake that I played. This is what that should have been. Just, I have no idea what I'm doing. Here's a bunch of infinite random worlds. Go find bits and pieces. Played Final Fantasy 6 21 hours straight the first day I got it. So hard the file corrupted, and anytime I went to battle I got slapped so hard with so much audio-visual noise that your brain broke. I can believe that, Lady Luna Phoenix. Also, hello. Gary, what's happening? What did you do to me? Why don't you just tell me what's going on? I don't know. Am I gonna be okay? I don't know. I just want things to go back to the way they used to be. Everything was so simple then, and we were happy, right? I don't know. Follow me. So that's actually, like, a known thing with Final Fantasy VI. You want me to look through the window? Very early on, you can get into an infinite loop where you just grind for your XP indefinitely. And everyone's like, you can do it, but not for too long, because your cartridge will overheat and explode. So don't do that. Gary, you finally decided to show your face. This is my last time coming here. I'm not going to do your dirty work any longer. Done delivering melon seeds to Hogtown. Figured out your little scheme. Using the Kitten King to spread melons around town so everyone will vote for him. And then once he's elected, I must say, I have no idea what you're talking about. This is about money. I'm sure I can convince you to continue the work you've been doing. Anyways, you look thirsty. Have a drink. No, I don't need your money anymore. I'm breaking all ties. You know, I've been compiling evidence for a while now. And I have enough of it. If the HBI ever gets a hold of it, hold on, what was I saying? Feeling hydrated, Gary? Listen carefully. You will now do whatever I ask of you, no matter what. Yes, sir. Now, you will continue with your deliveries. And I don't want to hear any more complaints. Huh? Yeah! Honeydew, wake up! Oh, thank God you're okay. You had me so worried.
Aw, KP, you gotta have more faith. Honeydew's stronger than that, right?
Strong enough to withstand the Strong Dog Super Deltoid Slam, apparently.
Sorry about that. When I'm in the heat of the moment, I just start swinging and let my fists do the talking. It's worked pretty dang well so far.
Ugh, what a dreadful situation we're in. Gary, explain at once. Oh, you're passed out, huh?
Let's save the chit-chat for later. I smell a snowstorm a brewing. We need to find shelter quick.
I suppose you're right. As for Gary, should we even bother bringing the wretch along?
Don't worry about Gary. One wrong move, they're heading straight into one of my unbreakable Fleabag chokeholds.
Here, grab my arm. Quickly, Scott, grab my boobs. We'll get through this together. I mean, thankfully it's only snowing inside this little box, so I guess we'll be okay. You must be wondering how we located you out here, right? Did you use a code located in the back of the book? The manual.
We noticed you weren't in town, so we got worried. Started looking around for you.
I feel like Strong Dog's voice is pretty good, but also somewhat inconsistent because it takes a little bit of like leading in to get the proper sort of throaty. In the graveyard, we happened upon an awfully strange little hamster. It gave us a good fright, but he mentioned that you had likely gone to visit the mountains.
I tell you, it's a good thing we found you when we did.
Yeah, see, it's not spot on because nobody is, but I do love a good Macho Man promo and impersonation. The line there is, there's nothing like a good Macho Man impersonation.
And this is nothing like a good Macho Man impersonation.
The snow finally let up.
A house all the way out here.
I hate to arrive unannounced, but if it's what we must do. Come in. Visitors, welcome. 1,000 pardons for our intrusion, but we've had an accident and require momentary lodging. You wouldn't turn away a princess, would you? Fine, do what you want.
Thank you so much, Miss...
Never mind my name. T? That would be splendid! Oh, I spy a conspiracy bot.
So, what are we dealing with here?
I thought you and Gary were friends, Honeydew.
There's gotta be an explanation for this. There's no way Gary just decided to go on a murderous rampage for no reason.
We'll figure this out together, don't you worry. Psycho soundtrack, anyone? I see you finally tracked me down. Well, I won't be leaving this house. Whoa, 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 whoa! Put the pot down. Not a chance. You're Eglantine spies. I'd recognize those ears anywhere.
Spies? Look, lady, we don't know what you're talking about.
You. Explain yourself. Look, Miss...
Su Young.
Miss Su Young, I swear on my royal crown that we are just passerbys. Please, we wish you no harm. If you're smart, you'll stop before you really piss me off. I see. Is that how she normally welcomes visitors? Wait, that is the wrong voice. Suddenly Strong Dog needs to take a break for how to deliver that line of dialogue. I may know what happened to your sleeping friend. It began 3 years ago. I volunteered in a medical study. The doctors wanted to cure my insomnia with a new drug called melatonin. It was harmless at first, but they kept increasing the dosage, higher and higher. Soon, all the participants were like zombies, doing anything asked of them. But I'm not stupid. When the doctors didn't look, I spit the melatonin out. I started keeping notes in a journal. One day, I came back to my room to find it open on the table. They found out I knew. I was told I would be transferred to a nicer, newer facility, but I knew it was a trap, so I escaped. I've been hiding here in the mountains ever since, trying to make sense of it all. If I could, this would never happen again. I know one thing. Behind it all, one pulling the strings, was Ramby Rabbit Eglantine, your boss. Lynodds, hello! Do come on in. Yeah, you found me. How's it going?
So you're saying Gary was brainwashed with that melatonin stuff?
And then instructed to kill Honeydew? Is that what that dream meant? This is actual Game Boy game Melon Journey, Bittersweet Memories. It's going in directions. I'm kind of enjoying it. I wish I could do more to help. I only have means to care for myself. But maybe there is one thing. Come outside.
Ready to get out of here? Yeah!
This car. An old wandering bear left it here. With some other junk. If it runs, you can take it. Make your escape while you can. And some USB drives! How did a mailman even manage to find this place? Sparkmane! Hello, hello!
Alright, who's driving?
You, right?
Oh, right, of course. Yeah! I know how to drive, yeah. You just put both feet on this here doohickey, turn this hula hoop looking thing.
Oh dear, you'd better strap in, Honeydew. Irashaimase! Hello everybody! Thank you very much for the raid, Milkmaid! How are you doing? Hope everybody's doing okay. Let us... bear with me for just one moment. Oh, hey, check that out. Empirical Woodland beat me to it. Thank you very much for the shout-out. Hello, chatters. How are we doing? I'm CPC Gamer, variety streamer, a bit of an odd person sometimes, and yeah, we're playing this totally legitimate Game Boy game, and I need a drink because the Macho Man voice is kind of tiring sometimes. Only thing left to do was to find out the truth for myself. Act 3. That's such a basic joke, but I love it. Ugh, that wind left my whiskers in complete and utter disarray. I don't think you get how long that takes me to get in the morning.
Babe, you look beautiful with or without whiskers.
Oh, honey bun, you sure do know what to say to make a kitten feel special.
Hey, it's what I do, yeah!
Also, if you're not already, go check out Moo Moo Milkmaid. Randomly raided in one day, and I followed back. And yeah, pretty cool stream setup. Generally chill time over there. Although I don't know how chill it's going to be playing Layers of Fear, because that game's a spooky one.
Honeydew, would you mind going inside and paying for some gas? Feeling a little under the weather.
Oh, me, oh my, be my jelly bean. Looks like we've got ourselves a customer. I'll be with you in just a moment. Caution, pointy sign. Nice set of wheels you got there. Where'd you find them? The dump? Need some gas? That'll be 10 hog bucks. Out of 20? Well, let me just do some quick mental math. Alright, here's your change. Sir, please watch your step. This floor is wet. I ain't afraid of no wet floor. I've been standing in places I shouldn't for years. They told me I've yet to yell at customers when the floor is wet. Apparently it's company policy. Excuse me, coming through. Don't worry, I'll go ahead and pump the gas for you. It's the Gassy Hog Guarantee. Is this still a thing in America where, like, you can get your gas pumped? Ham Ghost Jr.? I thought that was you! What did you do that for? That nice public servant was just doing his civic duty for the good of our nation.
I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, terrible. It was terrible, you little goblin, you.
Ah! Honeydew, help! Tell him I didn't mean it like that. I just get so lonely out here by myself. You living creatures wouldn't understand. And I'm not a goblin, I'm a ghost. Big difference, okay? Honeydew, you're the only one who's nice to me. Ah! Promise to take me with you, won't you? What about the cavity crew? Oh, huh? Oh, yeah. So, you still want to help me on my hunt for the golden lockpick then? Thanks, Honeydew. You're the greatest. Who's that? They look dead. Are you trying to replace me already?
We'd better get a move on. I don't know how much longer this old jalopy will hold out. At this point, we'll be lucky if we even make it back to Hogtown. So, you ready to get clunkin'?
My character is named Honeydew. Yeah, it was gonna be incognito, but, apparently the game just decided otherwise.
Made it! Safe and sound! Yeah!
Seriously? You almost killed me! And I'm not even technically alive! Hey, where'd you learn to drive, huh? We're walking here! Ah! I just remembered I left my catnip pie in the oven! We need to get home now! Good news! The pie is okay. Bad news, the oven exploded. But at least our house didn't burn down.
Yeah!
Are the two of you okay in the head? Oh, it looks like Gary is finally coming too. Come on, guys, let's give the two of them a moment alone.
It means you too, little guy.
Huh? Who are you calling little? Hey, pause off the merchandise! Honeydew, is that you? The evidence! Ramby, he... Ugh, my head. Oh, what happened? For some reason, all I can remember is the night we went camping in Melon Forest. Do you look at this beautiful boy? Do you remember? We were going to fry up the radishes we spent all day picking and eat them under the stars together. But then, right as I left to gather more firewood, that huge thunderstorm struck and we got separated. Oh, I must have hit my head back then too, because everything that happened after is such a blur. Except, when I finally opened my eyes again, you were there. Honeydew, thanks for always finding me. I will always be here for you, Gary. I named him Gary. It's a very English joke. Watch, I can prove it. If you say Bloody Harry in the mirror 3 times, he'll show up at your door and kill you. Trust me, I know these things. You hear me, Strong Dog? I think we are supposed to be human. I know that the rabbit ears are prosthetic. They're part of our work uniform. But that would make us the only humans. So I don't know. Yeah, anyway. We've got to stop Ramby before he turns everyone at tonight's meeting into brainwashed little puppets. But I still don't have full control of my body. You have to find the evidence I left in my desk. It's the only way anyone will believe us. Please, finish what I failed to do. Gary, you still alive? Great, because I have a lot of questions.
Ham Ghost Jr., please stop trying to summon Bloody Harry. I believe you, okay? I believe you. I don't like you messing with all this occult stuff, man. It's freaking me out.
What, you scared of a little ghost? Bloody Harry's not that bad once you get to know him. Plus, he's great at card tricks. You should have seen him at my birthday party. Honey, you headed for the factory? Don't tell me you're going to try and stop Ramby all on your own.
No way! We're coming with you! You'll need my brute strength if you really want to teach that corporate scumbag a lesson!
Yeah, and I'm hungry. I mean, I'm coming too. When you're ready to leave for Hamtown, just head to the train station and we'll meet you there, okay? Nothing to see here, literal fat cat. We're good to go. Don't mind me. There's gotta be an empty cup in here somewhere. Ha! Come on! Bought a coffee here this morning, I swear. Give me a free refill. Do you have anything more important to do than come and bother me? Oh no, I gotta hide. I thought she was diving into the fire then. Lily, is that really you? I saw your face on a wanted poster, so I knew you were still in town. Lily, I came to tell you that you need to quit that gang of yours. What gang? Oh, those losers? Yeah, I already dropped them. You did? Then please come home. Go home? Mom and Dad don't want a criminal like me in their house. They didn't even want you. You were innocent the whole time. It's not like that anymore. They sent me to bring you back. Yeah, right. More like take me to jail. You can never trust them after what they did to you. Come on, Lily. Just go talk to them and you'll see. Forget it. Not in a million years. Something I have to tell you. Back then, when no one believed I was innocent, well, they were right. I was selling melons to kids from school. I never thought I'd get caught. You're not lying, are you? No, it's the truth. Just think about coming home, okay? Aww. We helped out Lily. Alright. Where's the train station? I kind of forget. Now announcing His Royal Highness, the Kitten King. Bro, wrong song. Bro, I'm sorry. Let's try again, bro. Yes, it is I, the Kitten King. Whoops, forgot to take the quarters out of my pockets. Laundry day, am I right? Sheesh, enough crowd. I see the Kitten King has finally arrived. Come on up here, Kitten King. Make way, peasants. Bow down before your almighty king. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. You're out of your jurisdiction, bucko. You dare speak to me in this manner, you common swine. Guards! Alright, break it up, you two, break it up. The show's about to start. Wendell, make sure you get my good side. Hello there, everyone. What a beautiful crowd. Hank Hog Action News here with some breaking news. The votes have been tabulated, and a winner of the mayoral race has been decided. It's been a close race, but at long last a winner emerges, and that winner is... the Kitten King. Everyone, give it up for the king! I mean the mayor. I'll have to get used to that one, folks. As always, this has been Hank Hog Action News reporting to you live for Hog Action News. And now, a few words from the man himself, the Kitten King. Yes, well, I'm really not all that surprised. It only makes sense that the good people of Hogtown would have the sensibility to vote for a man as honorable as I. Now, first off, I'd like to bestow a royal thank you to a certain somebody. It's really not important who they are. With that out of the way, I decree to use my divine dictatorship, democratically elected mayorship, to lead this downtrodden town out of its misery and onwards to prosperity and greatness. How will I do that? By legalizing melons for all to enjoy. Yes, that's right. Cheer for me. Ho ho!
Lionel, I'm starting to think that melons being legalized is a thin pastiche.
You waiting on the train to Hamtown? Should be here right now. Excuse me, I think you'll find we came in from the left at the start of the game. My immersion is ruined.
Sweet, the train's already here. We made it just in time.
So, are you gonna be serving breakfast or what? Was that 3-tiered platter of Turkish delight and macarons seriously not enough for you? 3 tiers of Turkish delight. I am feeling sick just thinking of that. Hey, I'm a growing kid. Do you really want to be seen? Do you really want to be seen letting a child starve to death, Miss Prissy Kissy? Did I not command you to never call me that again? I'm never having children.
Come on, everyone. Back to the mission. Let's do this thing.
Now arriving in Hamtown. Beautiful, beautiful town. Alright, give me just a second, guys. I'm just checking something on the thing over here. Okay, well, I cannot find how long this game is, so, no, screw it. Let's just keep going. That smell of ripe melon. Can't get enough of it. Yeehaw! Like, I don't know how much more there's gonna be left of this. Although I appreciate we are in Act 3, which is usually the bit where this sort of thing ends. So, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're sleuthing. That's what we're doing. Let's poke our heads into the factory, see what's going on. And who are you? Bothering the upper class with your green collar self? Where's your superior? Typical Eglantine, keep me waiting like this. This goes to show you the lack of respect for the wealthy in the city. Honeydew, this is so bad. These investors have been barking at me all morning. And we just don't have enough hand power to get all this product ready to serve the presentation in order. One visitor pass, please. I'm a prospective investor, so I'd like to look around the place a bit. Hey, I know you. That reporter is always sneaking around and getting the inside scoop on people. What was your name again? Pituitary something?
That's Petunia Pigston from the 11 o'clock PNN News.
Well, I'm sorry, Ms. Pigston. The only scoops you'll be getting today are scoops of our delicious melon ice cream. Only $12.99 a pint. Now, if you'd like to set up a formal interview with Mr. Eglantine, I think I can pencil you in for early next year.
Next year? Oh, you look like I have that kind of time on my trotters. Ugh.
Honeydew, you're back! And you brought some friends, too. Here, you'll need these visitor passes.
I've had it up to here with that pig.
Who does she think she is, waltzing in here and threatening to hog-tie me? I'm not getting paid enough for this. I have to swipe a couple of staples from the storage closet to calm my nerves.
Psst, you there. Hey, come here for a second. So, couldn't help but notice you have a couple of visitors' passes there. So, oh please, you gotta let me use one. Look, your ghost pal here isn't gonna need one. I mean, he's technically not even alive.
I take offense to that.
Listen, you help me, I help you. You get what I'm saying? Wink. Oh, thank you. I won't forget this. I owe you one. What the heck was that?
A pig, my love.
You know what I meant. So, where's your office, Honeydew? Gary said they hid the evidence in their desk, right?
Nah, we gotta head straight for the cafeteria. You should never trust lunch ladies. In fact, I think they're the ones who did it. Wait, do you even know why we're here? Not at all! So, our office was up. Oh, that's clever. We can't take the escalator, or the elevator, excuse me, because we are getting pushed out the way. Everything's too busy with, oh no. Oh, that's awful. You have to push up to go. No, I don't know if I like that. You pull down to go towards the camera. Yeah, this is our office. This is the marketing department. This is where we'll find Gary's desk, right, Honeydew? Wow, this room is so boring. Can I play games on the computer while you girls file papers or whatever?
Did I just hear play games? You realize you're in a place of work where adults make important decisions. Currently all are on NDA doing very important work, and Honeydew,
since you're here, I'd like to look over these. There's a very important business partner and we need...
Run for it!
Jeez, sure hope I never have to get a job. Grown-ups have issues.
Why would you ever need a job? Like goblins pay rent to live in a graveyard.
I already told you, I'm... Never mind with that. How are we getting past that unsavory and, quite frankly, sweaty-looking fellow in there?
You know what? If you think that'll work, I'm all for it.
Oh, thank God you're back. The printer's acting up again and we desperately need to get these leaflets printed off and I can't even tell you. Huh? What was that? Speak up! Quit lying to me. I'd be able to recognize the smell, and all I can smell is your rotten dishonesty. There's chili in the fridge. Chili? You've been keeping some from me all this time? Why didn't you say so earlier? I'll leave things to you, Honeydew. If anyone's looking for me, tell them I'm busy.
Good, he's gone. Let's split up and look for clues. I always wanted to say that.
This one was Gary's desk, but there's no evidence there, just a few blank scraps of paper.
I knew Gary was messy, but does their desk always look like this?
Someone definitely got here before us. I fear what this could mean.
Babe, you know you're safe around me. Everything will be fine. We just need to look around more.
What's this? Could it be? My performance review. They told me it would never come. They called me crazy. But I knew all along. It's here. It's finally here. Alright, let's see what this thing has to say. Walter is a great asset to our company. Ha! Tell me something I don't know. However, if he wants to succeed, he needs to put in more effort and be more of a team player. For example, if someone else is in the office, say Janet for instance, has too much work on their hands, Walter should volunteer to finish all of the extra work in his free time. Yeah, I guess I can do that. In addition, it wouldn't hurt to bring his coworkers snacks every now and then, and to pay for their lunches whenever they ask. Without making these changes, Walter's overall performance score is an F-. No, this can't be. There must be some mistake. F-. What will I do? I don't know. Leave. Files full of important company contacts and a few used tissues. Ew.
Alright, cut the crap. Where were you last Friday at 3 p.m.? Were you at the office party or not?
I don't remember. When I get nervous, I forget things.
Come on, I need answers. If Ramby Rabbit Eglinton was there, we could find out what kind of cocktails he likes to drink. It would be great for our society column. So start talking.
You're scaring me. There's a padlock on the door and a note. Snacking is prohibited on company property. Management. Yes! I finally freaking found it! The golden lockpick! Just like the one Scoundrel-S Hound used when he broke into the Hog Bank Vault. It looks even more beautiful in person than it does on TV. With this, Thievery Snake and Vagabond Mouse will probably make me the new leader of the Cavity Crew. Dude, I can't believe this! I'm the toast of the town, the funkiest ghost around. Thank you. Thank you. But if we find something locked, we can unlock it, right? That's just what I'm thinking. Man, I'm so sick of Janet lately. She's acting so weird. I think I liked her better back when she was trying to foist all her responsibilities on me. Yeah, talk about a personality change. Not to mention how gross it is watching her chugging all those melon sodas all day long. Maybe I can get Donnie to switch desk with me. Hey, watch it! I almost mowed you over! You marketing types, you know how hard it is for us mice in the lab? You just go around with your heads in the clouds, huh? Well, I got some very important files, some very important formulas here, so watch it next time. Because they're lab rats! Look, I'm telling you, boil the melon extract, then stir in the anchovy paste. It really heightens the flavor profile. Oh no, we need to add component Air37A first. Let it fizz before doing anything else. Hey, this kind of top secret stuff we're discussing here. Yeah, we're trying to plan a surprise birthday lunch for Dr. Milton.
Commencing dance operation. Prepare to be wowed.
Wow. Excuse me. What are you doing standing around here? Got things to do. Move, please. Oh my gosh, I bet all the super secrets are stashed in there. It's time to get a little freaky with it. Go, Ham Ghost Jr., go. Or not. Is that some kind of anti-ghost beam or something? What the hell? Ham Ghost Jr. language. Ugh, fine, what the... HE triple hockey sticks. Nice. Just like I taught ya. It's the password panel for the door. Hey, you. Don't touch that without proper authorization. You can see everything in the factory through the security cameras. The door is shut tight. Hey, you. Don't touch that without proper authorization. Alright, that's that. Well, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over here. And I'm going to save. And then I'm going to come back to this next time. Because I could potentially go super long with this. And I can only keep this up for so long, you know? So, I think we're going to go and see somebody else. Let's see who we're doing. Who are we going to say hello to? Today, it is going to be... let's go say hello to Croy, because we love Croy. She is playing Fallout 4, and that's what we're going to do. No stream tomorrow, because I am at work for most of the day. Overwatch dailies on Sunday. And then check out the Discord and all that stuff, because back on like the regular timetable on Monday with new horror game, because I did 2 of them this Monday, and I don't know, maybe I'll pick a good one this time. Thank you very much for streaming, you say. Thank you very much for watching. Please do come back next time for more of that. And until next time, goodbye.